Hey everybody. Um, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all wonder this air y'all breathe, that we breathe every day. Y'all were told that it's oxygen to keep us alive. You have to understand every living creature, even humans, we all breathe this in, and it's all keeping us alive, right? But they taught us that it's oxygen. I want y'all to understand. I told y'all before that when you start to awaken, the more you awake, the more knowledge you gain, because knowledge comes from within yourself. It does not come from books that you read or anything else. It comes from within yourself. Because you are knowledge and you have knowledge within yourself, you have to just awaken it. You have to want it. You have to want change in your life. Different things and not the same stuff. You have to basically just want change. I'm telling you guys that this oxygen that we breathe in, what they call oxygen, is not oxygen. It's not what y'all think. This air I told y'all before comes from the sun and it comes from the center of the earth. This oxygen air that we breathing in is actually life itself. You're breathing in life, you're not breathing in oxygen. Because this oxygen or life, this air is, and just think about this, the air is invisible, right? You can't see it. Why you can't see air? I'm not talking about what you can see as fog or clouds or when you go into a freezer and you see frost bites and all that. I'm not talking about that type of air. I'm talking about this natural air that's on this earth itself. Why can't you see it? Because this air is not coming from, it's not man-made. It's coming from outside the dome, which is heaven itself. And also coming from the center of the earth. It's either or, but I believe it's both. But I know it's coming from the sun. Because on the outside of this dome is heaven itself. I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. I'm gonna keep saying it until y'all get to y'all head that this air is coming from the sun. I can't see the sun because it's cloudy. The man-made clouds is blocking the sun. They do it on purposely. But the sun is right above it, actually. It's right there, but you can't see it because of the clouds. But the air is coming from the outside of this dome. It's pure, fresh air. But man has corrupted the earth. They have chemicalized it to where the air is not pure anymore. The water is not pure anymore. There's chemicals in the air now. So that's why the air is not pure. It used to be. But it's not pure. But it still feels good to breathe it in. Because you're breathing in life. Without this air, we wouldn't be here. Without the sun, we wouldn't be here because the sun is basically life itself. It's life from heaven itself. Y'all have to understand it's not a ball of fire. It's not a ball of energy. It's actually energy, light, coming from the outside of this dome, which is the heavens itself. That's exactly what the sun is. It's heaven itself. So when you look at the sun, you're looking at heaven every single day. That's how the Creator watches you. Just think about it. How do the Creator watch everyone if he's not here? Or she? How is she or he watching you if the Creator is not on this earth themselves? And like I said before with the aliens, they got y'all thinking that aliens are evil. You know, they doing this purposely so that one day when they do announce themselves to show up one day, y'all gonna be afraid of them. Y'all gonna see they demons. Y'all gonna call them aliens because that's just what y'all call them. Even though we call our own people aliens that don't belong in the United States or whatever, we call them aliens. But they are called aliens. What sense does that make? But I just want y'all to really wake up and understand that y'all are breathing in life. This is not oxygen. This is life that you're breathing in. Birds, trees, everything breathes it in. Because it's life. The air that's coming from heaven itself is life. Heaven itself is life. So just think about that. Heaven itself is life. So the light that we get from heaven, the air gives life. Because the trees need it, we need it. Also, everything as far as, like with the sunlight, the grass needs sunlight, plants, everything else, but they also need air too. So basically both air and light from the sun is actually just life. Light and air from the sun is life. Because heaven itself is life. Which means on the outside of this dome, it's heaven itself. And when you're in heaven, heaven is life because everything there is alive. The trees, the grass, everything. Everything can talk up there. Not up, but around us. That's on the outside of the dome. Everything can talk, speak. You can understand it telepathically. You speak through your mind. Everything in heaven is life. And the air you can actually see. Like I said before, I explained to you guys how the air look. I see it sometimes. When I really focus, I can see it. And it looks like it's alive. But when you're in heaven, it's different because you can actually see the air because you're in your spiritual body. And when you're in your spiritual body, like the way I see it down here is the same way you will see it up there, but you will see it differently. You will see it in a colorful way. And it's alive. It can come around you like it's touching you. Like, it's hard to explain it, but air is alive. Everything is alive in heaven. Down here, everything is alive too, but they corrupted it. So it's like everything is dumbed down, basically. Everything is cut off from us to animals to trees. Everything is cut off. So it's like we can't understand what these trees, birds, dogs, everything, all these animals and everything, we can't understand anything they're saying because we've been cut off. We have been dumbed down. But when you awaken yourself, when you stay away from chemicals and everything, smoking and drinking and all that, eat healthy, trying to awaken yourself, being out in nature, and trying to meditate, you'll start to understand things. Even if you can't hear it, you can understand. Things will start coming to you. And as far as knowledge-wise, it just comes to you. It just comes. Like without you even asking for it, it just comes to you. Just think about it. If the Creator has created everyone, what does that make you? That doesn't make you human. That makes you a God yourself. You're not the God. You're a God. You came from the Creator. The Creator created you, which means you are a god or a goddess, which is true. This is why you have all these abilities. Some people, can do certain things and they don't realize what they done, but they did it. It's because a regular human being cannot just do things. Like, do things telepathically and all this other stuff. They call you humans. The government call you humans, but you're actually gods and goddesses. They don't want y'all to know that because they don't want y'all to unlock your full potential. They don't want y'all to tap into your true self. So they want y'all to be dumbed down and not work on yourself and not get to know yourself. That's the point of them doing this to you. They want y'all to focus on life that they want y'all to live. Not the life that you want to live. They want y'all to live the life they want y'all to live. Going to work, going to school, and just having certain time to do certain things, having certain times to hang with your child, to play with them. Then you got to go back to work with the 8 hours, and then you come home from work, you be tired, so you basically spend the rest of your time sleeping. Then like an hour or so with your kids. Some people ain't got no life to the point where they can't even spend time with their kids. When you're in business wise or whatever, they time is mostly spent on going to work. Can't even spend time with their kids or their family or their loved one. They always just working constantly. They basically put their work over their family. Even though they're not trying to do that, that's how money come in. But that's how the government got the system going. They did this purposely, so you can focus more on work and not your family and not yourself. They don't want you to get to know yourself. They want you to just do what they want you to do. Live a life that they want you to live, not what you want to live. But I just want you to understand, because people are starting to come up here now, that what you're breathing in is life. It is not oxygen. You're breathing in life. On the outside of this dome, it is heaven itself. Y'all need to understand that. And I'm trying to get everybody to understand that you're breathing in life. I'm pretty sure I know that man has corrupted everything. Everything is corrupted down here. I be outside every day, being in nature, breathing in this life. Like I said, I'm gonna make my life come, my dream come true. I'm a student. What I gotta do, even though I'm out here, it's never too late. Well, I guess I don't care that people has come here. I'm still talk. Cause I honestly don't care who thinks I'm crazy or talking about this. And people need to hear it. But just think about what I said, everybody. What you're breathing in is not oxygen. They brung in oxygen so you can think of space and everything else. You're breathing in life. And I know a lot of you know that I'm telling the truth, that it makes sense to you. But you're still going to ignore it because what you've been taught all your life, that you're breathing in oxygen. It is life. So, by that being said, I love you all. I've been making more videos again. I'm just currently looking for a job right now. trying to be a slave like everybody else. Once again. But the last video I made about Donald Trump announcing the space group that he's gonna have going to space. He's building a new rocket and everything, and saying they're gonna go beyond the Earth. But he still talks about space, but he said beyond the Earth, and I wanted y'all to understand what he was saying, because a lot of you really don't understand what he was saying when he said that. He was being slick, trying to put in space and Earth so that y'all won't get it confused, so y'all can still believe in space. But he said beyond the Earth, and then he said in their forbidden skies. Just think about these things. Y'all have to catch on to what these governments, these elitists, be saying when they announce things. Because they put it right in front of y'all face, but they also will confuse you at the same time. For instance, like I said, with Donald Trump, he said space, but then he said go beyond the Earth. He didn't say go beyond in space or anything like that. He said Earth. If y'all watch the full speech, y'all will hear him say space a lot. But he will only say go beyond the Earth twice. He says that twice. You see, no one can tell me anything because they're not on the same level as I am. Because everybody else is on the government level, the dumbed down level. I'm not on that level. I'm on a level of awakening. I'm on a level of truth. I don't have no religion, because you don't need no religion to believe in a creator. That don't make any sense. Why would the creator, he loves everybody, or she loves everybody, but made a system to where you have to have a religion to love the creator, to be close to the creator? What sense do that make? If I was a creator, I would not make you have a religion for you to love me, for you to believe in me. That don't make any sense. That's why you know this stuff is man-made. It was brought to everybody to go against each other as far as whose religion is the best and make money off it. Because these religions are making money off religion. Look at these churches. What are they doing? They're getting money off you in the collection plate. Your blessings. Now, understand this. Blessings, I can understand blessings coming from when you give a homeless person money or someone that needs help. But church, you give them, they're asking you for money at church. They're asking you for money at church for your blessings. You're giving the church money for you to have blessings. What sense do that make? They preach to you and everything, but they want money from you that God does not need. God don't need material things, no man-made money. You're not going to get blessings for giving your pastors money to rebuild a church or to make things better for their church. Have y'all ever realized that, pretty sure a lot of you realize that the money they get from y'all, they're using for themselves anyway. They're not using it for their church or what they're supposed to do. A lot of them are using it for themselves. Why do y'all think they're so wealthy and you are poor? Ask yourself this question. Is the church giving you money to help you out? Nope. They're not giving y'all anything, but they want y'all to give them money. Now, ask the pastor for some money. Ask the pastor you need help with your bills. And see if the pastor will give you money. But y'all give them money in a collection plate. They make thousands of dollars off you guys. And y'all call me crazy that I'm saying this, right? I'm crazy for saying this. Because I'm telling the truth. One day I'm going to walk into a church and speak the truth. I always thought about doing that. Just walking into a church and just speaking the truth to the people. So they won't be corrupted again. Or fall into their trap like they've been doing for years. Hundreds of years. More than that. Because a lot of y'all are getting played in churches. You know, pastors, lawyers, all these companies and judges, have y'all noticed that they're all actors? They're all actors. Just acting. We live in a world, earth, not world. We live in an earth where it's just acting. Even people that you be with in a relationship with, they act too. You wanna know how they act? When they use you. When a lot of them are using you, they're acting to love you and everything else. They're using it to just to get you close to them. So they have to act like they love you. Act. Everyone is acting. Y'all need to wake up, man. One day these alien beings are gonna present themselves. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it in person or they're gonna do it in the skies and just announce themselves in their ships. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. But Donald Trump knows something. That's why they're going to so-called space beyond the Earth. But they're going to space. They're going to space beyond the Earth. What sense do that make? They're going to space beyond the Earth. But somehow they're going to be in the skies in the heavens, which is the dome. But we all know they can't go outside the dome. So they're basically going to be in the heaven skies, which is the dome, like inside. Which is they're still going to be inside Earth. Going beyond the Earth, looking for life, which is out there. You know, something is about to happen. I'm not sure what. But if these alien beings are going to announce themselves, it would make sense for Donald Trump to say that they're going to go to the moon, go to space, and everything else. So once they find these beings first, before they announce themselves, the United States will get the credit for it. Because we'll be the first ones to actually spot life on another planet, which is the same planet, which is the same Earth, just a different land. It's just beyond the lands that we're on. It's funny, right? That's all it is. It's just beyond the lands. But it's gonna be Jupiter though. It's gonna be Saturn. There's gonna be Mars. Or it's gonna be another Earth that look like ours. It's just like they found years ago. I'm pretty sure y'all know about this. They found a planet that looked just like our planet and is bigger than our Earth. Just think about what they said is bigger than Earth. Now think about what they found beyond the Antarctic. What's his name? Admiral Bird, he found a land that's bigger than Earth, bigger than the United States. And they found a planet that's bigger than Earth. It's the same thing, people. It's the same thing. They're talking about the same thing. They ain't talking about anything different. They're talking about the same thing. You see how they confuse y'all? Hahnemann Bird found this years ago, way before I was born. Go look at the interview. Y'all will see that he talks about a land beyond the Antarctic. He said that it's peaceful. It's basically a huge garden. It's like nothing but forest. But there's a civilization that lives there. But they live underground. They don't live on land. They live underground. And he said that it's bigger than the United States. That was probably 60 some years ago, I believe. Now today, they say that they found a planet that's close to Earth, that's bigger than Earth. They are saying the same exact thing that Hahnemann Bird said. You see how they deceive everybody, how they fool people? They're going to always bring space into it to just deceive you guys still. So y'all won't, believe in flat earth and more lands out there and stuff. That is just a planet. That somehow the people at the bottom of us can somehow still walk and they upside down, but gravity is keeping them on the earth. Just came from the store. But yeah, I just want y'all to understand that y'all being lied to. And that you all have to free yourselves from this prison that we live in. I know who I am. And like I said before, at first it was hard for me to accept it. But I accept it now. Because I have more proof than anything that I ever had in my life to prove that I am who I am. Now I can't prove it to you guys, but I know what I've been through in my life. My mother, my ex-wife, even my sister, they know. They seen things that I've done. And they seen things within myself. I'm more than convinced of who I am. You guys cannot see it, of course, because you don't believe it. How could you see something you don't believe in it? You have to ask yourself that question. You can't expect to see something you don't believe it. You can't expect something to happen if you don't believe it. And that's true. If you don't believe that you can actually heal somebody, it's not going to happen because you don't believe you can do it. But you can. There's so much things that you can do, but you believe you can't do it. You believe it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. It just takes time. All that fear and doubt and everything, that's what's keeping y'all from doing the things that y'all supposed to do. Fear and doubt and disbelief. All of that is keeping y'all from doing the things that you were supposed to do. You guys don't have to believe anything I'm saying. I honestly don't care. I honestly do not care. Because I know the truth. and that's all that matter. I feel blessed that I know these things because I can teach people the truth instead of people just being stuck on lies all the time. There's people out there that wants to hear the truth, and they tired of their lives. I'm pretty sure they tired, and they tired of this. They know something ain't right about this earth. They know it, and I feel blessed, and I feel good to be one of the ones that's actually awakened and not asleep anymore. I'm not asleep no more. I'm awake. I'm awake enough to know a lot of things. And I'm not saying I know everything. I know enough. I know enough to awaken a lot of people. But only so few wants it, and everybody else just want to just live this life. You see, I'm tired of this life because it's the same life. You're doing the same thing every day. You wake up in the morning, what you do, you go to work. You come back home, you do the same stuff. You don't have time for yourself or your children. You have time for work. Most of your days and hours and everything is spent mostly at work. Everybody right now is either going to work or getting off work right now. And it's sad. That's exactly what's going on. They either going to work or getting off work. And it's sad. It really is. No one has time for themselves or their family because of work, the system that we live in. But I'm gonna make more videos. I love you guys. I'm gonna still keep putting that truth out there. I don't care who likes it or not. I got so many thumbs down. I do not care. Them are the ones that know I'm telling the truth and they want to hate on my information because they can't handle it. Hello. But I love you guys and take care.